Should we talk about who really controls our body?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Welcome, students, and all you curious folks out there. My name is Tarek, and today we're going to talk about the endocrine system. The endocrine system is one of the most important in your body because it's mainly responsible for the stability of fluids, emotions, behavior, and physiological balance, and so on. Basically, it controls your whole body and keeps it in balance, a perfect balance. To do this, the endocrine system uses hormones, which are secreted by specific glands. But let's take it easy and understand each part in a different lesson. Hormones are signaling molecules, also known as chemical messengers, that act in a specific part of your body. They circulate throughout the body via the bloodstream and bind to specific receptors to carry out their functions. So, even though a hormone circulates throughout the whole body, it will only act when it finds a cell that has the receptors for that particular hormone. But who makes the hormones? That's the job of a specific part of your body, the glands. The glands and specific organs of the endocrine system regulate and control various functions of the body through the production and secretion of these hormones. Essentially, hormones act as messengers. They control and coordinate the various activities of the entire body based on their interaction with a specific type of cell. This specific cell is called a target cell. When hormones and cells fit together like a key and a lock, the receptors on that cell are activated, and this activation triggers countless chemical reactions. One of these reactions is the production of cyclic adenosine monophosphate, or CAMP. Cyclic AMP, which stimulates protein synthesis, activates certain enzymes, and increases the permeability of the plasma membrane, among several other reactions. I imagine you might have already thought of a gland as something that releases secretions outside the body. That's not quite how it works. Let's talk about the types of glands that exist. We have endocrine glands, which release hormones directly into the bloodstream, and from there, they are distributed until they reach the target cells. We have exocrine glands, which release hormones and other substances into a duct. And this duct will either go outside the body or even inside the body. Or we have mixed glands, which have both of the previous characteristics. It's important to point out that the term gland doesn't necessarily mean that the organ is part of the endocrine system. For example, sweat glands, salivary glands, mucous membrane glands, and mammary glands are called exocrine glands because they release secretions and other substances besides hormones into small ducts. And this is not directly related to the bloodstream. The regulation of these hormones, in general, is carried out through a process called feedback. In this process, the level of a hormone in the blood determines whether a particular gland's activity is stimulated or inhibited. A good example is the adenohypophysis, which stimulates the development and functioning of the thyroid, the sex glands, and the adrenal cortex, and in turn, the adenohypophysis is also regulated by these glands. But let's take it easy, and soon we'll understand what each gland does. Let's understand this mechanism. When the level of the thyroid hormone thyroxine is low, the adenohypophysis will secrete thyrotropin, which will stimulate the functioning of the thyroid. The increase in thyroxine levels inhibits the adenohypophysis from producing thyrotropin, which in turn will inhibit the thyroid. This way, the regulation of the hormone in the body will always remain constant. By the way, we should point out that a field of study that deals with the endocrine system is the well-known endocrinologist, who works with treatments for issues related to the malfunctioning of these glands, such as diabetes, obesity, thyroid diseases, pituitary gland disorders, menstrual disturbances, among other things. In the next class, we're going to learn a little about the glands in our body. Stay tuned.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and share, and remember that we have a new video every week. So subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to always get the latest updates. Thank you so much.